Hello, and welcome back to Senior Men's Health. I'm Dr. Eva Cole, and today we're going to explore a topic that might sound somewhat bold at first, but I can assure you the scientific foundation supporting this discussion is extremely solid. We're examining specific nutritional choices and natural compounds that you can incorporate into your daily eating pattern that may naturally support healthy testosterone levels in your body. Now, before we go any further, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and activate notifications because the information I'm about to share represents knowledge that often doesn't come up in typical medical consultations. Many practitioners will immediately suggest pharmaceutical interventions without ever exploring these natural, food-based approaches that may actually support your body's own hormone production capacity. And listen, I understand the title of this video is designed to capture attention, but I'm choosing that approach because I'm genuinely concerned about men experiencing unnecessary struggles when there are natural nutritional strategies available right in front of us that deserve exploration. Your testosterone levels hold genuine significance. They influence your energy reserves, your muscle maintenance, your bone strength, your emotional state, your mental clarity, your metabolic function, and yes, your intimate performance. When your testosterone exists at suboptimal levels, you register that decline across every dimension of your life experience. The average male testosterone levels have been experiencing a notable decline over recent decades. A man living today typically has measurably lower testosterone than a man of identical age would have had 5 decades ago. This isn't simply about the natural aging process. This reflects environmental influences, dietary pattern shifts, lifestyle factor changes, and chronic stress exposure that are suppressing our natural hormone production systems. But here's the encouraging perspective. There are specific foods and natural compounds that, when you consume them with regularity, may significantly support your body's natural testosterone production capacity. And I'm not discussing modest improvements here. I'm referring to potential increases that research suggests could range from 20 to 30% or even higher in certain cases. The research literature exists, and the outcomes that men are experiencing deserve attention. So let's explore this topic thoroughly. Let's discuss what nutritional choices you can begin making today that may support healthy testosterone levels. First on our list, and this one surprises many people, is raw oysters. Now, I recognize that oysters aren't something most individuals consume regularly, but please hear me out because the science underlying this recommendation is genuinely fascinating. Oysters represent one of the most concentrated food sources of zinc available on our planet. Just 6 medium-sized oysters deliver approximately 32 milligrams of zinc, which represents nearly 3 times the standard daily recommended intake. Zinc plays an absolutely critical role in testosterone production pathways. Your body simply cannot manufacture testosterone without adequate zinc availability. Zinc participates in multiple steps of the testosterone synthesis pathway. It's also essential for helping prevent the conversion of testosterone into estrogen through what's called the aromatase enzyme. When you're experiencing zinc deficiency, not only does your body produce less testosterone, but a greater proportion of what it does produce gets converted into estrogen instead. Research studies have demonstrated that zinc supplementation may increase testosterone levels substantially in deficient men, with some studies showing very significant improvements. Even men who aren't severely deficient frequently observe meaningful improvements with increased zinc intake. And the particularly beneficial aspect of obtaining zinc from oysters rather than supplements is that whole food sources come packaged with cofactors and complementary nutrients that enhance absorption and utilization. Oysters also contain an amino acid called D-aspartic acid, which has been examined in studies for its potential effects on testosterone production. In one research study, men who supplemented with D-aspartic acid for 12 days experienced notable increases in their testosterone levels. Now, I completely understand that not everyone enjoys oysters or has convenient access to them. If you can manage it, try to consume raw oysters once or twice weekly. Let's discuss the second powerful testosterone-supporting food, which is raw garlic. I know raw garlic is quite intense, but if you can tolerate it, the potential benefits are noteworthy. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which has been examined in multiple research studies for its potential to support testosterone production. The mechanism by which garlic works is quite interesting. It contains compounds that may help modulate cortisol, which is your stress hormone. Cortisol and testosterone have what we call an inverse relationship. When cortisol levels rise, testosterone levels tend to decline. By potentially helping to modulate cortisol levels, garlic may create a more favorable hormonal environment for testosterone production. Garlic also supports blood flow and cardiovascular wellness, helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels, and remember that cholesterol serves as the building block for testosterone production, and it possesses anti-inflammatory properties that may protect the specialized cells in your testes that produce testosterone. Studies conducted in animal models have demonstrated significant increases in testosterone with garlic supplementation. While human research studies are more limited, the mechanisms of action are scientifically clear, and numerous men report noticeable improvements in energy, desire, and overall vitality when they consume raw garlic on a regular basis. Here's a practical approach to using it. Crush or finely chop 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic and allow it to rest for approximately 10 minutes. This resting period activates the allicin compound, then consume it raw. You can mix it with a small amount of raw honey to make it more palatable, or incorporate it into a homemade salad dressing. Some individuals simply consume it with water, similar to taking a supplement. Do this once or twice daily. Yes, your breath might carry a garlicky quality, but you can manage that consideration with fresh parsley, mint leaves, or a quality chlorophyll supplement. The potential benefits may make it worthwhile. Now let me share information about something that's somewhat easier to consume but potentially quite powerful, which is ginger root. Fresh ginger has been extensively examined in research for its potential effects on testosterone, and the findings are quite interesting. Multiple studies have indicated that ginger supplementation may support testosterone levels meaningfully. In one study involving men with fertility concerns, ginger was associated with testosterone increases. In another research study, it was associated with improvements in testosterone while also supporting sperm quality markers. The proposed mechanisms involve potentially reducing oxidative stress in testicular tissue, possibly supporting the production of luteinizing hormone, which signals your testes to produce testosterone, and supporting overall hormonal balance. Ginger may also support insulin sensitivity, and insulin resistance represents a significant contributor to low testosterone. By potentially improving how your cells respond to insulin, ginger may help create a metabolic environment that's more favorable for testosterone production. You can consume ginger through several methods. You can chew on small pieces of fresh ginger root throughout your day. You can grate fresh ginger and add it to smoothies or fresh juice. You can prepare ginger tea and sip it throughout the day. Aim for approximately 1 to 2 grams of fresh ginger daily, which represents roughly a 1-inch piece of ginger root. Fresh ginger appears more potent than dried or powdered forms, though those preparations still offer benefits if fresh isn't readily available. The essential factor is consistency. Make ginger part of your regular daily routine. Let's discuss something with a sweeter profile now, which is dark chocolate. High-quality dark chocolate, meaning at least 75% cacao content or higher, contains compounds that may support testosterone production. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, which are antioxidant compounds that support blood flow and help reduce inflammation. But here's what's particularly interesting from a hormonal perspective. Dark chocolate contains compounds that may help reduce the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. It also contains magnesium, which is essential for testosterone production pathways and is deficient in many men's diets. Studies have indicated that the flavonoids in dark chocolate may improve endothelial function and overall cardiovascular health. Better cardiovascular health translates to better hormone production capacity and better overall vitality. Consume 1 to 2 ounces of high-quality dark chocolate daily. Look for chocolate that contains at least 75% cacao with minimal added sugar content. The darker the chocolate, generally the better. This represents one testosterone supporting strategy that actually provides enjoyable taste. Now, let me share information about something that's been utilized in traditional medicine systems for centuries, which is fenugreek seeds. You can chew these seeds directly, though they possess quite a bitter taste, or you can soak them overnight and consume them in the morning. Fenugreek has been studied extensively for its potential effects on testosterone, and the research findings are quite compelling. Multiple studies have suggested that fenugreek supplementation may support free testosterone levels, potentially improve strength and body composition markers, and support libido and intimate function. Fenugreek appears to work by potentially inhibiting the enzymes that convert testosterone into other hormones. It may help maintain testosterone in its active free form rather than bound or converted states. It also contains compounds called saponins that may help stimulate testosterone production. In one research study, men who took fenugreek for 8 weeks experienced meaningful increases in free testosterone and reported improvements in intimate function and energy levels. Other studies have indicated potential improvements in strength and muscle mass markers. To use fenugreek seeds practically, soak approximately 1 teaspoon of seeds in water overnight. In the morning, chew and swallow the seeds while drinking the water they soaked in. You can also grind the seeds into powder form and add them to smoothies or mix them with honey. The taste is quite strong and bitter, but many find the potential benefits worthwhile. Let's discuss Brazil nuts now. These represent one of the richest food sources of selenium, a trace mineral that's important for testosterone production. Just 2 to 3 Brazil nuts provide your entire daily requirement of selenium. Selenium supports thyroid function, and your thyroid hormones work synergistically with testosterone to regulate metabolism and energy levels. Selenium also helps reduce oxidative stress in testicular tissue and supports the production of healthy sperm cells. Studies have indicated that selenium supplementation may support testosterone levels, particularly in men who have deficiency. The beauty of Brazil nuts lies in how simple they are to incorporate. Just consume 2 to 3 Brazil nuts daily. You can have them as a standalone snack, add them to a smoothie blend, or chop them and sprinkle them on various foods. Don't consume excessive amounts, though, because too much selenium can be problematic. 2 to 3 nuts daily represents an ideal amount. Now, I want to share information about pomegranate, and you can consume this either as fresh pomegranate seeds or as pure pomegranate juice. Pomegranate has been examined in studies for its potential to support testosterone levels and overall hormonal health. In one particularly interesting study, participants who consumed pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks experienced an average increase in salivary testosterone. Some individuals experienced even greater increases. That represents a remarkable outcome for such a straightforward dietary intervention. Pomegranate appears to work by reducing oxidative stress and inflammation throughout the body. It supports blood flow and cardiovascular health. It's packed with antioxidant compounds that may protect the cells responsible for hormone production. It also appears to have positive effects on mood and stress levels, which indirectly support healthy testosterone. Consume 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice daily or eat the seeds from 1 whole pomegranate. Make absolutely certain you're using genuine pomegranate, not juice cocktails that consist mostly of added sugar and artificial flavoring. Read ingredient labels carefully or juice fresh pomegranates yourself. Let me share information about celery now, and I recognize that sounds somewhat unusual, but celery contains a compound called androstenone, which is a pheromone that may support testosterone production. Celery also contains compounds that may help inhibit the aromatase enzyme, which converts testosterone to estrogen. Additionally, celery contains polyacetylenes, which are antioxidant compounds that reduce inflammation, plus various vitamins and minerals that support overall health. While the testosterone-supporting effects of celery aren't as dramatic as some other foods we've discussed, it's an extremely easy addition to your dietary pattern, and every contribution helps. Consume several stalks of fresh celery daily. You can eat it as a standalone snack, juice it fresh, or add it to smoothies or salads. Some men enjoy eating celery with almond butter for a satisfying testosterone-supporting snack. Now let's discuss something that might surprise you, which is coconut, specifically fresh coconut meat or unrefined coconut oil. Coconut is rich in saturated fat, and before you become concerned about saturated fat, understand that your body requires saturated fat to manufacture hormones, including testosterone. Studies have demonstrated that men who consume adequate healthy fats, including saturated fats, tend to have higher testosterone levels than men following very low-fat dietary patterns. Coconut also contains medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which are readily utilized by the body for energy production and have been shown to support metabolic health. The lauric acid in coconut possesses antimicrobial properties and supports overall wellness. Consume 1 to 2 tablespoons of unrefined coconut oil daily or eat fresh coconut meat. You can add coconut oil to coffee, cook with it, or simply consume it by the spoonful. If you enjoy fresh coconut, incorporate it into your diet with regularity. Let me share information about avocados now because these represent testosterone-supporting powerhouses. Avocados are rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, which are essential for hormone production. They're also packed with vitamin E, which may protect testosterone molecules from oxidative damage, and they contain boron, which has been examined for its potential to support free testosterone levels. One research study found that boron supplementation at just 6 milligrams daily was associated with increases in free testosterone in a remarkably short time frame. Avocados serve as a good food source of boron, along with providing healthy fats and other nutrients that support hormonal health. Consume 1 avocado daily. You can enjoy it on its own with some salt and fresh lime juice. Prepare guacamole. Add it to fresh salads or smoothie blends, or use it as a spread. Avocados are remarkably versatile and delicious, making this an easy testosterone supporting strategy to maintain long term. Now, I want to discuss something that's been used traditionally for male vitality, which is pine pollen. This is the pollen collected from pine trees, and it contains plant sterols that may support testosterone production. Pine pollen has been utilized in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries to enhance vitality and intimate function. Pine pollen contains small amounts of plant-based androgens. While these plant hormones aren't as potent as human hormones, some research suggests they may support your body's own hormone production. Pine pollen also contains various nutrients that support overall health and vitality. You can purchase pine pollen powder and take it sublingually, meaning you hold it under your tongue for a few minutes before swallowing. This method allows for potentially better absorption. Start with approximately half a teaspoon daily, and you can gradually increase to 1 teaspoon if desired. Let's discuss eggs now, specifically the yolks. Egg yolks represent one of nature's most nutritionally complete foods for hormone production. They contain cholesterol, which, as we've discussed, serves as the fundamental building block for testosterone. They're rich in vitamin D, which supports testosterone production. They contain healthy fats, quality protein, and numerous vitamins and minerals. Studies have indicated that whole eggs support testosterone production more effectively than egg whites alone, precisely because of the nutrients concentrated in the yolks. The cholesterol concern that's been promoted for decades has done men's hormonal health a genuine disservice. Consume 2 to 3 whole eggs daily, including the nutrient-rich yolks. Don't be concerned about the cholesterol from eggs. Research has demonstrated that dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on blood cholesterol levels for most individuals, and your body requires it for hormone production. Prepare them any way you prefer: scrambled, fried, boiled, or in an omelet. Now let me share information about cacao nibs, which differ from chocolate but are related. Cacao nibs are crushed cacao beans, and they're incredibly rich in antioxidants, magnesium, and compounds that may support testosterone production. The flavonoids in cacao have been shown to potentially help modulate cortisol and improve mood. The magnesium supports testosterone production pathways and is deficient in many men's diets. Cacao also contains compounds that may improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of cacao nibs to smoothie blends, yogurt, or consume them as a snack. They possess a somewhat bitter, intense chocolate flavor. You can also combine them with nuts and dried fruit for a testosterone-supporting trail mix. Let's discuss something that's easy to find, which is parsley. Fresh parsley contains a compound called apigenin, which has been examined for its potential to support testosterone production by supporting the specialized cells in your testes that produce hormones. Apigenin may also help reduce the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. Parsley is also rich in vitamin C and other antioxidant compounds that support overall health. It possesses anti-inflammatory properties and supports kidney and liver function, which are important for hormone metabolism. Consume a handful of fresh parsley daily. You can add it to fresh salads, smoothie blends, or juice it fresh. Some men simply consume it directly. It's also excellent for freshening breath after eating raw garlic, so you can combine 2 testosterone-supporting strategies simultaneously. Now, I want to share something that ties several of these together into a powerful daily nutritional ritual. I call this the Testosterone-Supporting Power Blend, and it combines multiple ingredients we've discussed. Take 2 to 3 Brazil nuts, half an avocado, a handful of fresh parsley, 1 clove of raw garlic that's been crushed and allowed to sit for 10 minutes, a tablespoon of raw honey, and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Blend this combination together, or consume it as is if you're feeling adventurous. This combination provides zinc, selenium, healthy fats, boron, allicin, antioxidants, and multiple compounds that may support testosterone production. Have this once daily, and you're providing your body with a concentrated dose of testosterone supporting nutrition. Yes, it's quite intense, but many find the potential results worthwhile. Let me discuss realistic expectations now. These aren't pharmaceutical interventions that produce overnight dramatic results. You're supporting your body's natural hormone production through nutritional approaches. Most men begin noticing improvements in energy, mood, and desire within 2 to 4 weeks of consistently consuming these testosterone-supporting foods. More significant changes in body composition, strength, and overall vitality typically develop over 2 to 3 months. The essential factor is consistency. You need to make these foods part of your regular daily routine, not something you experiment with for a few days and then discontinue. I also want to emphasize that while these foods are potentially powerful, they work most effectively as part of a comprehensive approach to health. You cannot consume oysters and raw garlic while subsisting on processed food, never exercising, and sleeping only 4 hours nightly. You need to address all dimensions of your health. Make certain you're obtaining adequate sleep, 7 to 9 hours per night. Sleep deprivation suppresses testosterone production more rapidly than almost any other single factor. Exercise regularly, particularly resistance training activities. Lifting weights represents one of the most effective natural approaches to support testosterone. Manage your stress through meditation practice, deep breathing exercises, time spent in natural settings, or whatever methods work effectively for you. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which suppresses testosterone production. Minimize your exposure to endocrine-disrupting chemicals like BPA found in plastics, pesticides, and other chemicals that may interfere with hormone production. Use glass or stainless steel containers instead of plastic when possible. Purchase organic produce when feasible, especially for foods on the Environmental Working Group's list of most pesticide-contaminated produce. Maintain a healthy body weight. Excess body fat, especially concentrated around the abdominal region, converts testosterone to estrogen and creates a problematic cycle of declining hormones and increasing fat storage. Before we conclude, let me provide you with a practical action plan. Start by selecting 3 to 5 foods from the list we've discussed today. Don't attempt to incorporate everything simultaneously. Choose the ones that appeal to you and that you can realistically consume daily. For most men, I recommend beginning with raw oysters once or twice weekly, or pumpkin seeds daily for zinc content, 1 to 2 cloves of raw garlic daily, fresh ginger daily, 2 to 3 Brazil nuts daily, and 1 avocado daily. That combination provides a strong nutritional foundation for testosterone support. After a few weeks, incorporate more of the foods we discussed. Try pomegranate juice, dark chocolate, fenugreek seeds, whole eggs, and fresh parsley. Build up your testosterone-supporting nutrition gradually but consistently. Track your subjective results. Maintain a journal documenting your energy levels, mood quality, workout performance, desire levels, and overall sense of well-being. After 2 to 3 months, consider requesting your healthcare provider test your testosterone levels to observe any objective improvements. If you're currently receiving testosterone replacement therapy, do not discontinue your treatment without working collaboratively with your physician. These natural nutritional approaches may potentially help you reduce your dosage or eventually transition off therapy, but that needs to be accomplished under professional medical supervision with regular monitoring. If you found this information valuable, please like this video and share it with anyone who might benefit from this knowledge. Make certain you're subscribed to Senior Men's Health with notifications activated so you don't miss future content on natural approaches to optimizing men's health. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm Dr. Eva Cole, and remember, your testosterone levels don't have to decline dramatically as you age. By supporting your body with appropriate nutrition, managing stress effectively, exercising regularly, and caring for your overall health comprehensively, you may maintain healthy testosterone levels and feel strong, energetic, and vital well into your later years. Take excellent care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.